At first glance, animal communication seems simple. A twitch of a tail, a flick of an ear, a scent left on a tree. But science tells a different story. Animals convey complex messages, form intricate social structures, and express emotions in ways we are only starting to understand. From the subtle facial cues of a primate to the chemical signals of an ant, these interactions reveal a hidden world of meaning. One where communication is nuanced and social connection is essential for survival. Animals communicate through a rich and varied tapestry of signals that go far beyond simple sounds. While vocalizations like a lion's roar or a bird's song are easily recognizable, a vast amount of information is exchanged through nonverbal channels. Body language is a fundamental tool, with postures, gestures, and movements conveying everything from dominance to submission, and from playfulness to alarm. A dog tucking its tail, for example, is a clear sign of fear or anxiety, while a cat slowly blinking is a signal of trust and relaxation. Facial expressions, particularly in primates, are remarkably sophisticated. Chimpanzees use a wide range of expressions that mirror our own, including smiles, frowns, and looks of surprise, allowing for detailed social negotiation within their groups. Scent marking is another powerful, albeit less visible, form of communication. Mammals from wolves to badgers use pheromones and other chemical cues left in urine or through specialized glands to delineate territory, signal reproductive status, and identify individuals. This olfactory language creates a map of the social landscape, readable by any member of the species who passes by. Though they inhabit different worlds, many species express emotions in ways that are surprisingly similar to our own. The joy of a dog greeting its owner with a wildly wagging tail and excited yelps is universally understood. Similarly, the grief of an elephant standing vigil over a fallen herd member, gently touching the body with its trunk, is profoundly moving and undeniably recognizable as mourning. These patterns are not limited to mammals. Birds, too, display behaviors that suggest emotional states. A parrot might fluff its feathers and grind its beak in contentment, or scream and pluck its own plumage when distressed or lonely. Even insects, long thought to be simple automatons, show behaviors that can be interpreted as emotional responses. These, for example, have been observed exhibiting pessimistic or optimistic behaviors in experiments, depending on whether they have recently experienced a negative or positive stimulus. This suggests that their decision-making is influenced by a rudimentary form of mood. The parallels in these expressions hint at a shared evolutionary root for basic emotions, a common language of feeling that transcends species boundaries and connects all living creatures. Scientific research is increasingly revealing that animals, from birds and mammals to even some insects, show clear signs of empathy and a deep awareness of the social dynamics around them. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, was once considered a uniquely human trait. However, studies have demonstrated that this is far from the truth. For instance, rats have been shown to work to free a trapped cage mate, even when offered a tempting treat as an alternative. They will share their food with the freed companion, a behavior that points to a genuine concern for the other's well-being. Elephants are renowned for their empathetic responses, often rushing to comfort a distressed individual with reassuring rumbles and gentle touches from their trunks. This social buffering helps to mitigate stress and reinforce the bonds that hold their complex societies together. Even birds are not immune to the feelings of their flockmates. Chickens have been observed showing signs of distress when their chicks are in a stressful situation, with their heart rates increasing and their calling patterns changing, mirroring the anxiety of their young. These discoveries are reshaping our understanding of animal cognition, proving that the capacity for empathy is a widespread and vital component of social life across the animal kingdom. The evidence for animals' ability to recognize and respond to distress in others is compelling and growing. Science has moved beyond anecdotal observations to control experiments that demonstrate this capacity in a variety of species. When a primate in a social group is injured or upset, it is common for others to approach, groom, and comfort them, a behavior that measurably lowers the distressed individual's heart rate and stress hormone levels. Dolphins have been documented supporting sick or injured companions, lifting them to the surface to help them breathe. This supportive behavior is not random. It is a targeted response to another's specific need. Perhaps one of the most striking examples comes from wolves. When a member of the pack is injured, others will bring it food, lick its wounds, and protect it from threats. This level of coordinated care requires not only the recognition that another is suffering, but also the motivation to act in a way that alleviates that suffering. This altruistic impulse, a direct response to another's pain, highlights a profound social intelligence and a capacity for compassion that challenges our most basic assumptions about the inner lives of animals. The formation of strong social bonds is not merely a pleasantry in the animal world. It is a critical strategy for survival. In group living species, these connections form the very fabric of their society and are essential for everything from finding food to raising young and defending against predators. In a wolf pack, for example, the intricate web of relationships allows for highly effective cooperative hunting, enabling the pack to take down prey far larger than any single wolf could manage alone. The bonds also ensure that the pups are cared for by the entire group, dramatically increasing their chances of survival. Similarly, in an elephant herd, the deep social ties, particularly among related females, are the foundation of their matriarchal society. The collective knowledge of the herd, passed down through generations and held by the oldest females, is vital for navigating to water sources, avoiding danger, and successfully raising calves. This social cohesion allows them to thrive in challenging environments. The survival of the individual is inextricably linked to the well-being of the group, and these bonds are the glue that holds it all together. While instinct certainly plays a role in animal communication, a significant portion of it is learned and adapted through social interaction. Young animals are not born with a complete communicative toolkit. They learn by observing and imitating their elders and peers. For example, some birds have regional dialects. A sparrow raised in one area will have a slightly different song from one raised a few hundred miles away, much like human accents. They learn these specific vocal patterns by listening to the adult birds around them during a critical developmental window. Similarly, chimpanzees in different communities have been found to use different sets of gestures, creating unique local cultures of communication. One group might use a specific hand gesture to request food, while another group has never been observed using it. This cultural transmission of communication methods shows that their systems are flexible and dynamic, not rigidly programmed by genetics. Animals also adapt their communication strategies based on their immediate environment and social context. A monkey might use a loud alarm call for a terrestrial predator, but a quieter, more subtle call for an aerial one to avoid drawing the predator's attention. This adaptability demonstrates a sophisticated cognitive process, one that involves assessing a situation and choosing the most appropriate signal from a learned repertoire. These discoveries about the complexity of animal communication and the depth of their social bonds fundamentally challenge the long-held idea that empathy is a uniquely human quality. The more we study the animal kingdom, the more we see our own emotional and social capacities reflected back at us. The evidence of animals comforting each other, cooperating for a common good, and showing distress at another's suffering forces us to reconsider our place in the natural world. We are not the sole proprietors of complex emotional lives or meaningful social connections. Instead, we are part of a vast continuum of beings who navigate the world through communication, form powerful bonds, and experience a rich spectrum of feelings. From the cooperative hunt of a wolf pack to the gentle grooming of a primate, these behaviors reveal a hidden emotional world, one where empathy is a common thread, and connection is the key to life itself.